Hydra.
What's up? It's an easy Christmas check.
So Poppin' Fresh over there is going to be kicked off the show shortly.
Hail Hydra.
Yeah.
You see, you get that when you watch the movie tomorrow.
Oh, I get it. I've seen, I know things.
So I say Sling spoiled it for everyone who watched Comic Book 101 already understands a lot of this stuff. But as I found out from driving with you in the car, there's still a good bit you don't know yet.
No, there's a lot I don't know.
Because I mentioned something and he went, "What?" And I went, "Oh, Slink left that part out. All right, no problem. We'll just keep driving here and ignore I said that." And he's just sitting here like, "What? No." And I'm just like,
roll down the window.
No. I felt bad because
I'm giddy to watch it.
It was already spoiled for him a little bit. And we were talking about it as we were getting in the car. I didn't realize my little brother was outside with us. And I hear Cage, "Come on!" And I'm just like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Dad, wait till we're in the car to do this."
Yeah, because I was
so Cage completely just found out us an entire plot point. And he just goes,
"Really?" Oh, that would make me sad too.
And I'm like, I didn't know you were out here. I'm like, I thought you were inside. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I had a customer today that started talking about it, and I was like, no.
You've been like, shut up. Go away.
Can't believe
I'm not picking your lock if you spoil it.
Right, I'm not gonna fix your key.
I say they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, it's like spoiler warning. This won't work when you put it in."
Well, what's
You'll
really
have to
bad
come
is
back.
that they've had to come back for a key twice.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Already.
You've made a trilogy of it then.
Right? If they have to come back another time, I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
Just be like,
Hopefully they came back while I was gone.
maybe just go bash the lock off for them. Just kind of like
I forgot to unmute myself, didn't I?
easy clap. Good job, Bree.
Hey.
Is that $1?
Is that back?
No, that's just
$1.
that's a we used to laugh at Bree.
Somebody
for a
owes me
minute.
$5.
What for?
Mr. I like expensive coffee on a con day.
I thought John said he was paying you.
No, I said you could bring it on Friday, but then the show got canceled last Friday. So. Yep.
When we got
I forgot
He's
about
obviously not related to a Lannister. So.
Well, speaking of good coffee, have you guys
You
been to
could
Mountaineer
be, you
Coffee
never
in
know.
downtown Newport Richie? Because the coffee's amazing.
What is
coffee
it?
shop?
Mountaineer?
Is that the one next to the ice cream shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, been there a few times.
They're really good. Their
Boy, I
iced coffee
hope
is
cappuccino.
I hope they
amazing.
last.
I hope they last too. I
Because
hope
everything that goes in next to the coffee shop does not, or
Well,
next to the ice cream shop
that
does not
cupcake
last.
shop would have been fine if the landlord hadn't been a tool bag.
Wasn't the landlord.
Say it wasn't
Was
the
it?
landlord.
I-
No,
was
say,
it other
I only know that
tenants?
because we know Mike. Because we
No,
know
it was
Mike.
the fact they were
They're
feeding the
at,
homeless.
Right.
And there was a big long line in front of the other stores. The other store said, "Hey, this is not cool.
Oh yeah, no,
That's
not during
cool.
business
You want to feed
hours.
them? Go carry it to them." But they were coming to the shop. But anyway,
Right,
we
or do it
digress.
after
Let's
business
get
hours.
off that.
Easy clap.
Don't make me do a snap.
Yeah, so I would say to use that as a transition point, me and Mike went and saw
Good
End
for
Game
you
last
and
night.
Mike.
I would definitely give it the Nerd Talk seal of approval. It's worth
Yeah.
going and seeing. I would definitely watch the other one first, the first Infinity War, before running out and going and seeing this one, just so you're caught up and understanding
fresh.
of what's going on. Honestly, there are characters that I did not think would reappear. As in, like, small side characters
Yeah.
from older movies. For example, Iron Man 2. I'm not going to reveal
3.
who, or 3, yeah. I'm not going to reveal who it is from that one. But they come back towards the end. I'm just like, I didn't think they would just go and grab this person. I'm like, I didn't think they had that much significance. Jesus. I'm like, but here they are. You're not going to be able to guess this one because let me put it this way.
Poppin' Fresh. Who was
Let me put it this way. Me sitting in the theater, I had no idea who the kid was.
it? Really?
I was just like,
So it's a boy.
I'm like, it's a young guy. I'm just like, who's this?
I found out.
I'm like,
today
what is this?
told
And
him.
Mike linked it to me. I'm like, that's who that was? Why'd they grab
was the
him?
same
Why
actor,
was he
too.
important? I'm like, okay, fine, sure.
Is
He
he
was
gonna be the
important.
new Iron Man?
He was important
No.
enough to grab. Probably not. No.
Well,
Honestly,
see, you're giving something away already because you're saying that they're grabbing people.
Yep.
So like,
no. I'm saying no. I'm saying they're just
Cameos.
cameos.
Oh,
they're
like
grabbing
the-
somebody from a past
Movies.
movie.
producers.
I'm like, why would you grab him from a past movie? What significance
go,
did he
Michael.
have? But
Right.
they said they're like, we're throwing everybody in. I'm like, okay, well that's cool. It
The
was
only
definitely
thing I'm
cool
gonna
to see
say
him.
is Big Lebowski. And when you see the movie, you'll understand.
You'll understand. We see, Big
Come here,
Lebowski's
Tubby.
fair enough. Yeah,
why
come here,
is the
Tubbs.
dude in it?
No, the dude is not. Well,
Yes. and
no, yes and no. Yeah, you had to see the movie because once you see
had
the
to
movie,
see the movie, Bree.
you're gonna completely understand when you see the movie. We're like,
Okay.
Got it.
and that's an American ass.
That's an American. Spoilers with spoilers with no contest. That is an American ass.
Yep, American ass.
And I love you 3000, and that's all I can say.
Yeah, so those would be the last spoilers. So, with that being said, I hope we have teased enough for you to go and see the movie yourself, because those references are all easily answered. Some of those are hard to say with a smile now. Some of those are easy to say with a smile.
God.
So we'll let you figure out which ones are which when you
We
go see the
predicted
movie.
a lot of it, though.
Yep. Dude, we predicted things down to the trailers that were going to come beforehand. I'm like, Disney movie, Star Wars,
Lion King.
and a DC. And he's like, they're not putting a DC.
And they did.
Boom! Pennyworth popped up. Alfred's show rolled in the beginning of the trailer. So I'm just like,
That's gonna be an
hey!
Amazon thing, right?
Huh?
Amazon or Hulu?
Pennyworth? I don't know.
think that's
all I know,
TV,
all I saw
regular
was
TV.
DC, and I knew the Mad Lads would do it. We were like, biggest Marvel event of the year. Putting my trailer on the front of it. I don't care how much it costs. And Marvel, the mouse is going to sit here and go, okay, well played. You have your spot. And it's like, yeah, you bet I do. That Pennyworth. I'm just like, why that one? You couldn't pop off with a new Green Lantern. Wonder
would they
Woman
know?
2.
Right,
Why would they? They would not want to
No,
chance
yeah.
that. They're
No.
like, oh god.
So they
Who
went
do
with
we put?
Pennyworth, and I'm just like, well,
Who's our best?
because here's the thing. No one
Hey.
hates Alfred.
So could
There's
we-
a bunch of people who hate Flash. There's a bunch of people who hate Superman. A bunch of people who hate Batman. No one hates Alfred. Everyone's just like, Alfred's just a badass butler. He knocks the shit out of Superman a few times in the comics, just going, keep you in line. I'm like, this is Alfred. You got a young MI6 agent that became a butler.
Kumi asked, why are we seeing butt memes everywhere?
It's
Butt memes. Oh,
the Captain America's.
yeah, of course. It's an American ass.
Yeah.
You'll find out soon enough. It's an
Captain
American
America's
ass.
ass.
Because one of the Avengers is the biggest kiss ass in the world, and I think it's hilarious that's his role in this. Like, boy, you have your own abilities and your own powers to work with, and what do? Nothing trumps your kiss assery. He's just a major kiss ass, and it's
Okay.
the funniest damn thing in the show. Just
Guess he had to be
There you have it,
I
folks.
guess so.
I guess he had to be there.
You have to be. Well, I don't want to spoil it. What the hell, guys?
No, it's okay.
Everybody-
I'm glad you didn't
One
say
thing
anymore.
everybody asked me is the fight seemed better from Infinity War.
He's talking about the fight during the Wakandans versus the Chitauri.
Oh yeah.
He's
That
like,
fight
which
seems,
one's
like,
better,
tiny.
this one or the one from Infinity War? And I gotta say, the one that you're gonna see is.
Tenzem's better.
I would hope so.
You-
For
they
3
drop- say,
hours, it better
drop
blow me
average.
out of my
Right.
It doesn't
seat.
feel like 3 hours though in the movie.
Man, we got to the end of that movie, and I was just like, well, I'm like, it definitely didn't fit. So this is how I judge if a movie is too long. If I check my phone, if I check my phone and see what time it is, your movie's not good, and I'm looking to get out of it now, and it's too long. I didn't check my phone once.
I turned my phone off and
Like, I didn't even think about time. I just kind of got all the way through it. Because the pacing's not too slow either. So the 3 hours goes by incredibly fast. Because the movie keeps you pulled in.
So did we need the underwear?
I didn't even go to the bathroom after I got
No.
I didn't go to the
Show
bathroom
that
for like an
full
hour
screen,
after I got
that's
home.
fine, so make sure you get your
See,
yeah.
I can't make it through
diaper.
like a 2-hour movie.
End Game adult diapers.
So I'm gonna have
Available
to
in
watch.
cinemas
I'm gonna have
when
to
you
go to
can-
that
go to the
silly
bathroom
website
beforehand.
that
Yeah.
run. No, I
So
seriously.
that silly. I'm really glad you said that because that silly website, by the way, says okay, sure. At 182 minutes, you can go to the bathroom. If you don't know what 182 minutes is, that's 3 hours and 2 minutes, which is the exact runtime of Infinity War.
Yeah.
They're saying there is no good time to leave the theater. It is
And I
a
agree, there
solid
wasn't no
movie.
good time.
No, everything is so
No-
important.
no
well,
end-
then I
no
can't
end,
get anything to drink during the
Okay,
entire
I'll discuss the end. I'll
movie.
discuss the after scene credits.
There is
Ready? But the noise that Bree just made was about it. So
Yeah.
there's no video. It's the Marvel logo popping up, and when the Marvel logo pops up, you hear a forge. You hear someone hammering on a piece of metal.
Which
Now we, as we were driving home, speculated we think that's the exact sound clip from Iron Man 1 when he makes his Mark 1 armor. Which is the big pull to a close. That it's kind of encapsulating everything, and now the arc 1 has been completed. The Chitauri, Thanos, all of that is completed, wrapped up with a nice little bow, and
the only thing during the credits, you do have to stay for a little bit because of how they do the cinematic.
oh yeah, you want
Names
to
and
watch the
everything.
cameo because it shows everybody. it shows off. Everyone gives a big thanks to,
Hey, Jay
of course,
Sean's
to people such as Stanley.
What's up, Jay
and whatnot.
Show?
Sean's
So
watching.
it's worth spending some time to stay there and watch the credits, of course, for that first half. But yeah, no end game credit scene. So if you absolutely cannot, if your adult diaper's overflowing and you've got yourself some problems, you can haul
Hopefully
ass
it's
to the
not. That's
bathroom.
disgusting.
So you're telling us to go in dry?
Yeah, go to the bathroom beforehand
That's
if
what I
you need
did.
to.
Like 10 minutes beforehand, I ran to the bathroom.
I drank like my entire Coke while I was in there. I ate
a large
popcorn.
popcorn.
Like I had no issues going all 3 hours.
Everybody's acting like this has never
were
happened before.
people-
I've seen every Lord of the Rings in the theater, and each one is about 3
That's
hours.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm like, Lord
How
of the
are these
Rings
people
fans
not
have no
surviving?
complaints. They're just like, oh, this is normal.
The guy that's sitting in front of me got up several times during the movie. He was gone for like a 10 minutes at a time.
Maybe
Well,
you
some
had
people
poop.
have medical conditions, bro.
Maybe you had
It's
poop.
sensitive. Jeez.
Sometimes you got
Right?
poop.
Or maybe he
Might.
had
When
like
you get a poop, you just gotta
intestinal
poop.
distress.
Got a
Maybe-
turtle poking out.
He went to Chili's before. Jeez, cut him a break.
Rare
Don't eat
dog.
chili before.
Taco Bell.
Oh my
Definitely
god.
don't eat Taco Bell before that movie.
I think at that
I'm
point,
carrying a jar.
I think at that point, you're kind of just going, you know what? I'm not committing to see this movie. I'm going to see it a second time anyway. Okay, I'll get the Taco Bell beforehand.
It's
Just
worth seeing
avoid it.
Yeah,
Just
all these
don't-
people are saying no spoilers, no spoilers.
We're not spoiling.
We're not spoiling anything.
I say we promise.
Don't worry, babe.
I'm not spoiling nothing. I've already come on.
All my
I've
nerdites,
started off
we
saying
don't
that.
spoil.
Especially a Marvel movie. I hate spoiling Marvel movies, especially this is the big Marvel movie. There's not gonna be any spoilers coming here. I kind of just talked about a few things to kind of say it holds you in. It's a good movie. It's solid overall. We can actually start jumping topics here because
It's a great
I
date
don't want
movie.
to accidentally let something slip.
Well, let's talk about D&D.
We're gonna jump to the big topic of the night already.
It's probably going to take up the
It's
whole
gonna
night.
take a while.
That's why. Can I cover Endgame collapse real quick
All
then?
right, in-claims claps.
So going from D&D, we're gonna take a step back to DBD, Dead by Daylight.
Such a good game.
Yeah, I've got Mike playing the game now. I've been playing the game for years now. Real quick, Rob, will you run that video just real fast for me? That little 2-minute clip thing you brought.
The Endgame collapse is a new phase that pushes all lingering survivors to escape before being claimed by the entity, which draws the trial to a brutal close. Players can activate the Endgame phase in 2 ways: by opening a powered-up exit gate or by closing the hatch. Both the killer and survivor can open the exit gates. Only the killer can close the hatch. A 3-minute countdown will start as soon as the Endgame phase is activated. A progression bar will appear on the screen to indicate how much time remains. The countdown's pace will be altered by the state of the survivors. The progression will go slower when a survivor is hooked or put into a dying state. Each time the countdown is depleted by a quarter, survivors will receive audio and visual cues of the impending collapse. When time runs out, any survivor remaining, even those hiding in lockers, will fall into the clutches of the entity. They will count as regular sacrifices for the killer. When only one survivor remains, the hatch will spawn and open, no matter how many generators were repaired. Once the endgame phase is activated, all generators will be blocked by the entity. Tensions will run high as the survivors race against the clock to save their friends from the entity while evading the killer. But in the end, all will collapse.
Steam?
Yeah, Steam,
Yeah.
Xbox, and PlayStation will all receive this update soon, as well as dedicated servers, ladies and gentlemen. So for those who are complaining about the peer-to-peer connection, like I was, that will be updated here soon. I'll be completely honest with you, though, as someone who's played on the PTB, went and tested the live servers out, even at 60 ping, shit's still messed up. Boy, hitboxes are a mess. And boy, are we updating the wrong stuff sometimes. That's okay, though.
You gotta love hitboxes, right?
Yeah, the game is fun. The game is rapidly changing. They've kind of just included a few things. As I'm sure you guys saw, killers can close the hatch now. So if you played the game and you're one of those people who hate hatch standoffs, where it's one survivor and the killer just staring at each other
Yeah.
for 30 minutes because the survivor doesn't want to jump in because the killer's just going to grab him. And the killer doesn't want to smack him because as soon as they do is to go through his cooldown period of wiping his weapon off, and in that time they can jump in. So you kind of got this awkward, what we call the hatch standoff, where you just stare at each other. Well, hatch standoff be damned. The killer can just close the trap door now and go, nope, go to one of the gates.
Hey,
And I'm like, that is probably my favorite change.
I'm not sure what Jay Sean that. Well, what about Days Gone?
I haven't played it.
So as for Days Gone, I was going to talk about that more next week, only
Okay.
for the fact of
Next week, baby. Next week.
there's a few things I want to talk about because some of them are complaints and some of them are praises. I've got a lot of mixed feelings towards that, and I think it needs a lot more time than how much I can give it right now.
I feel like there's too many zombie games. Like
Oversaturation of the market is understandable.
Definitely.
I like this one for the horde aspect of it, though.
Oh, the massive amount of zombies on screen.
It's not just 8 zombies are giving me.
No,
gripe.
there's like thousands.
Yeah, you've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds to deal with, and they're all fast. There's no slow ones in this one. They're all full sprint, hunting your ass down. It's like it adds a new element of you've got to play around the hordes, not just cut them through. Doesn't seem like there's very ways to power through them.
Yeah, they should have named it 28 Days Later.
My only problem,
Right.
because those zombies
exactly.
were abnormally fast. No humans can run that fast.
my only problem with the game is that this is
put
the
food in front of me.
third goddamn time in 3 years I've seen the same trailer, and finally they give us a little more this time. So this is not the first time Days Gone has appeared. We've seen it at E3 multiple times now. It's been in progress for years now, and I want to sit down and play it because I want to see if all the hype built up to it. Because they strung us along for so long, I'm going to be very disappointed if I sit down and play it and go,
What other games
this
done
is
that?
One
shit.
trailer.
Anthem did that. Anthem took a 2-year break, came back, showed the exact same trailer, hyped everyone back up again, just for the release to flop harder than the mech suits do when you run out of energy. That was a pitiful release, and I hope Days Gone doesn't go through that. But unfortunately, with zombie games, you're kind of running that risk already.
You know what game didn't have a problem with that is Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, those two games were fantastic.
They were early
though.
zombie market games,
But they were fantastic. The
they were
playability,
super-
though.
3
The controls
is
were fantastic.
constantly being teased.
I know,
and
I don't
like,
think
it's
that's
not going
real.
to happen.
That's like Half-Life 3.
But I like the fact that people are making homebrews of it. For example, there are Steam creators that are super dedicated, and they're currently they're making entire map packs as mods.
Cool.
So if you guys still love Left 4 Dead, there is more being added to the game, and the developers are fine with it. They're like, we don't care. Like, it's just mod packs. Like, you want to play it, go ahead. And I'm like, that's really, really cool. So there's a lot of stuff you can do with that. A lot of like entire new areas, maps, and mechanics are being built for it. I'm like, you guys are awesome. You guys are kick ass. The mod community is so important, and that's why I honestly was one of the big reasons I prefer PC over console.
Yeah.
Is because mods are so important to some games.
Except for Bethesda. I mean, thank you for ruining Skyrim.
God, they tried. They tried to give you guys mods on the console, didn't they?
No. I'm talking about PC.
Oh,
like it's all like charged now. Like you have to pay for the mods.
Just edit your game files. I didn't say that. I didn't say edit your game files. What? That is against the terms of service that you sign when you. Oh
Nobody
wait,
would
no,
do
I
that.
bought the product. No, it isn't.
Yeah.
You just go and edit your game files. Drop. Listen. When the Giants walk up to me, they're absolutely wearing a giant pink pimp hat. They're absolutely holding a Slim Jim in their hand instead of and Macho Man Randy Savage yells at me, slap into a Slim Jim, and oh yeah, every time he swings at me. I'm okay with that. Mods are fantastic. The tanks in
Thomas the Tank
Left 4
Engine?
Dead are Thomas the Tank Engine. You hear boom 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 boom, which is the theme song if you didn't know. As they come charging at me, I'm like, this is what I want.
They did that for the dragons though in Skyrim. So it's like instead of a dragon roar in the background, you hear
the
choo choo, and it's like in the clouds, and then this giant tank
Thomas the Tank
engine
Engine lands on the ground and breathes steam at
breathes
you.
steam at you. It's amazing.
That's it.
awesome.
Mods are super important to the community, and honestly, the mod developers have taken it so far. For example, if you're a Fallout New Vegas fan, or a Fallout 4 fan, someone has modded the entirety of Fallout New Vegas into Fallout 4 using Fallout 4's engine. So it's basically just playing Fallout New Vegas with Fallout 4's engine, which is beautiful.
Yeah, better graphics.
Fallout New Miami is still in the works, but they've done their own voice acting, their own character models, all using Fallout 4's engine. They have built an entire new Fallout inside of it.
Amazing.
And how much they want for it?
Nothing.
Free. You can go. I think they have a crowd. I think they have a few like Patreons, like crowdfunders and whatnot. So you can go and support them a little bit, so they don't have to go to work. They can just keep working on this for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Big props to them. I don't know how we skewed so hard to mods of games. I think we were just talking about Days Gone.
So Days Gone.
So
next
anyway,
week, maybe.
next week.
Yeah. Deba, as I said, Deba got some changes coming out. All on the PTB. I'll let you guys know when it hits live servers, and I will do a full encompassment video when they're not in the testing phases, because I don't like getting footage in the testing phases because it's all subject to change.
Yeah.
It's gonna get to the live server, and they're gonna like, yeah, so I didn't like that, so the killers can't close the hatch now. It's like, okay, cool. Thanks. The whole point of that. The only reason I'm excited, I don't care about the 3-minute timer. That can go away. Survivors are going to be the way the survivors are going to be. It's the typical way of locking me in the game if I have a bad game. I'm okay with that. But nothing makes me happier than when the survivor who's running around with a flashlight, he's looting me, he's teabagging me, he's emoting at me just to tease me the entire time. I've killed all of his friends now, and he's sitting here just like, he won't get me, I'm gonna get the hatch. Nothing makes me happier than when I finally catch up to him, and I go, you know what, buddy, you can have the hatch. And I put him just a few feet away from the hatch, and he starts crawling towards it, because when you're in the dying state, you can still jump in, and I close it in his face. And then I move my mouse violently up and down, so my character does this.
Which he does.
I've done
that to me.
I've thrown over the hook and I just go.
Just looking at me, I'm like,
oh my gosh.
Actually, the first game,
I let Mike go.
He picked me up.
I felt so bad.
Brought me to the hatch and let me go.
My
out the
friends,
first game.
I told them, teach Mike how to play the game. He's brand new. I'm going to be the killer. I'm not going to go hard on him, and I'm not going to go hard on Caleb, our two new guys. I'm like, you two, on the other hand, are going to catch the full brunt. I'm like, I expect you two to be able to loot me.
Oops.
They freaking leave Mike for dead.
They
Dillon Blurt pulls the pallet down in front of Mike and goes, better you than me, and runs away. And I'm just like,
Well, that's what I always say.
I'm like, I'm gunning for you, Blurt. I'm gonna go for you. So I specifically went and killed Blurt.
You just have to run faster than your buddy.
That's it.
Exactly. In that game, it's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
It's like Blurt just left his ass behind.
Wow.
I'm like, Blurt, you can't just do. I said teach him, and he goes, he'll learn through death.
Exactly.
I'm like,
He'll learn.
I'm like, that's not a good way to teach someone on their first
Tear
game.
them down to build them up.
It's just like, oh my god, and Blurt's just gone. I'm sitting here just like, you die first then. Simple as that. I'm a fair sociopath. You're dead now.
But it is fun watching him play, because when he's Survivor, the killers will be chasing him. He just goes
I get excited because I know
Play the game.
I've gotten really excited with pallet loops.
You like watching him play?
My buddy Dillon was playing the killer. I have some of it recorded. I might actually bring it in or edit it up and bring it in because it honestly is really, really funny. Dillon's chasing me, and I'm running him in a circle the entire day, and he can't catch up to me. And meanwhile, as I'm sitting here taunting him, I'm teabagging, I'm clicking my flashlight at him, and I'm just screaming into the mic, play the game, Dillon. Play the game, because he's the one, for a while, he's just like, survivors aren't that strong, he's like, loops aren't a problem, and I held him at an infinite, where he just never catches up, and I'm just like, play the game.
He got
play
tired
the game.
and he just gave up
Dillon
and
gave
walked
away.
away.
I never left that. I sat there working the generator. He would walk up to the house, I'd stand up and go, you want to play the windows, buddy? And he'd just turn around and walk away. I'm like, you're damn right you don't want to play the windows. I'm like, I am safe in this house. You can't, this is my domain.
That's funny.
You tread into my land on this one. No, it was hilarious. A lot of really funny moments when we were playing that game. So yeah, I would love to have all of you play the game with me because I think it'll be a lot of fun. I know Brad's played it a bit.
One time.
I think you've touched on it.
Played it one time.
I don't think it's a very hard game to learn. It just
it's easy.
to get the main concept is easy to learn. The advanced concepts take some time.
Yeah.
Like pallet looping and registering hitboxes. Whether or not it's going to hit you all depends on your internet connection and nothing else. Your skill does not matter. Only your internet connection matters.
Did you see that there's an internet provider that's talking about offering a faster gamer speed for an additional $15 on
AT&T.
top of?
Yeah, it's
AT&T
AT&T.
Fiber works.
They're like, welcome.
But they're only in some areas. Not
Yeah,
always
exactly.
available in your area.
Here's the thing. It's like Google Fiber is like, we've been offering streamers a gig up and a gig down for years now. And the thing is, people are like, well, why aren't you in Tampa yet? And they're like, you know how much work it is to lay fiber under the ground?
Absolutely.
It's a lot. Because I know I have a streamer that has it, and he loves it. He's like, in the 4 years I've had, I've never had an issue. Just
That's
never
awesome.
once. Yeah. He's like, I've never had an outage.
What you're saying is they need to find good men that can lay pipe.
Pornhub, X-Hamster. I can start listing
I bet
sites.
there's a lot of women out there looking for the same thing.
Oh, you meant like cabling. Oh yeah, yeah. Not what I
so
listed.
Proud about
Don't
being on
go.
this show.
If I don't get you in trouble by the end of the year, am I really even a good co-host?
If you don't go home and your wife says you're never going on that show again.
So,
why would she say that?
I saw
didn't
that
say
Dillon
anything.
kid at church the other day. He needs it. I'm like, yeah, go figure.
They have a church. They have a church prayer circle. The men prayer circle. How he goes? Got to pray for Dillon. And I think John's going down that path.
His feet
Mike,
were a little
there's no
warm
help.
in there that day.
Listen.
We found
I'm not
why
gonna
we
lie.
didn't burn.
Yeah, we found out why I didn't
We know
burn.
why.
1, we weren't in the sanctuary. 2, they keep that place at a chilled 65 degrees. It is beautiful.
Yeah.
I was out there. I was comfortable as all hell. Oh, it was great. Well, all right, bad choice of words.
Yeah.
It's very cool. It's comfortable as all, comfortable as all hell. Bad choice of words.
Play on words.
So anyway, we're gonna jump over.
All right,
D&D.
say that's it for video games for now. Now we're gonna switch to a different kind of game. We're gonna switch to the board games, not boring games, but board games.
Maybe.
Dice games.
Listen, they're boring if you're a boring person. That's the only way I can describe D&D. If you don't have any kind of imagination,
Right.
this game's gonna be boring as all hell for you.
That makes sense.
Right.
If you've got no ability to have some fun, loosen up, and role play around your friends and act like a doofus, why?
So
Why
real
even
quick,
bother?
let's go around the table and say what kind of character we were thinking of playing.
Okay, yeah, that'd be fine.
That'd be good.
You want to start it, or you want me to start it?
You go ahead.
All right. I was probably just gonna do a human hemomancer. I wanted to do something unique and homebrew, but I didn't want to go anything crazy with race or anything
What's
like
a
that.
hemomancer?
Hemomancers have the ability to control blood,
Okay, that's
specifically their own first and foremost. A lot of
so.
what
Like,
can
if
see-
you get cut or something, you can control it so that you don't bleed out.
or I take my letter opener and stab myself in the stomach and make a sword out of it.
Oh,
It's kind of badass, but it
That's
hurts me
pretty cool.
a
A
good
bloody
bit
sword.
to use
I'll
it.
bet. That
That's
sounds
kinda
fun.
But you can also make like bolts out of it, and like you've seen them like you ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah.
You ever seen waterbenders?
Yeah.
Imagine the same thing, except I'm pulling it out of my guts.
Oh, did you find
Bloodbender.
it?
Yeah, a bloodbender basically. Except we can
That's
we can
pretty cool.
harden it and crystallize it and turn it into a blade. Like they can turn into ice. We use the iron in our blood to turn into a blade.
That's like
super
making, that's
cool.
like making a
Super
knife out of
intense.
ice
It's
and
super,
going
super
and killing
fun.
somebody. Yeah,
Problem
find
is
that evidence.
the really
Right?
weak early game, and man, I'm gonna have
He's
eight.
gonna die
I'm gonna have 8 health. And I'm gonna sit here and go, okay, my first blood blade. There goes 4 HP. I'm at half now, on guard. I think. Please don't hurt me.
All right, so Michael, what are you going to be?
Either a wild mage or a pirate.
No, we've already got yours. It's behind you.
Pirate was just added to 5th edition just recently, so it's
You're an ass.
damn. You made that fast.
Hey, Mike, go like this.
Hold on, I need to find out, Rob. Did you make that, or was that like a previous ad from theirs?
That's a previous ad from them.
Okay, all right, I'm just
This
making
is
sure.
an old school thing.
I was
Just
gonna say,
like me and Rob
I'm like,
did.
son of a bitch, you made that really fast. I'm impressed.
That's awesome.
Like, it looks great.
Oh, there's his D&D character.
Poppin' fresh.
Hey, it's called the internet.
Yep.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess
But
you
put it up, put it up on the big screen. It's at home, so people can see it at home. We want to make sure that everybody knows that is Michael.
Does that make Mike the Pillsbury Doughboy?
Yes, pretty much. Poppin' fresh.
I'm sorry.
Are you really though?
No,
No, the slightest.
he doesn't think.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna poke you in the stomach. I
Hey,
don't wanna
look,
hear you
Slip and
giggle.
Slide got his because someone named him Slip and Slide.
Slinky. Slinky was like slip and slide, and Jeff's like, I'm not doing it. And then we gave him a worse name. He goes, slip and slide it is. And I'm like, you'll take that name with happiness. He goes, mm-hmm. It's like with pride. it was really funny because he insulted somebody with an insult we had never heard before.
I don't think
And I'm
it
like-
was big enough spinny wise.
And I just made a pun off of it. He goes, nope, slip and slide it is. And I'm like, all right, cool. Glad I just grabbed it. He's like, I'll take my original, thank you. It was a fun time.
Good times.
Those were good times. Jeff was fun.
He is missed.
Yes. I saw Jeff at the pet store
I
a
didn't.
week ago.
Because I don't go to the pet store very often. I also didn't know Jeff went to the pet store ever, so.
They have a dog.
Hey, Roderick
knew that.
Whitehurst says, "What up?"
Well, they would have to go to the
What
pet
up?
store then.
D&D. Okay, we've got a
Buy,
buddy
like,
of mine that's
food
watching.
and things.
He says D&D, Dumb and Dumber.
Sometimes, yeah. Listen, low intelligent runs of any game I think are hilarious. Like, oh god, not having the intelligence, just going,
Yeah, if the whole party had like, let's say 10, 10
collective, just
10
like
collective intelligence.
everyone put your heads together.
So Poppin' Fresh, what are your powers?
There's a pirate. It's
either pirate or wild mage.
pirates just
pirate?
run scimitars, black powder pistols, the usual.
Army.
Wild mage is more
drinking,
fun. Just
fire.
'cause You never know what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
So how is that going to fit into the Stranger Themes?
Yeah.
I do. The thing is,
Or
I've not
Stranger
read,
Themes?
I've not
Oh,
read-
that's a play right there.
There you go.
Stranger Themes?
disappointed.
Stranger Things. themes.
I've not read the story for it, so I have no idea how it's gonna roll out. I think we're just going through what they went through in the show, but as our D&D characters, basically as they would have, because that's the way they played it out. The show made comparisons based on how their characters played, so. And because their characters were more based around their personality types, and what they achieved to be is like, it's like, I'm not brave, and now suddenly my character, but so I make my character brave, and then as the show progressed, he became braver and whatnot.
So Breed's got to be
going
11?
right along those lines. And the thing is, I think a lot of people do that for their first few D&D characters. They want to make it what they want to be,
Right.
something that would interest them. And then after a while, they're just like, I want to be a druid of the Fang and turn into spiders. It's like, don't you have a fear of spiders? Yes. Is it trying to conquer it? No, I think spiders are cool. Can you imagine me turning into a giant spider? Freaking Spider-Man.
All right, Bree, what are you going to be?
But they can polymorph.
I am going to be a drow elf, which is the dark elves,
This
because
is gonna
I just
be-
finished the Icewind Dale series, and I really, really like Drizzt.
So this is pre-5th edition, which she's reading. She's got some old lore in there, but that's okay. The drows will be fine. You'll just be a likable
You'll be
drow
fine.
for some reason.
I'll be a moderately likable drow.
Listen, drows are...
There's
So
not many
you're going to
of
be a
those.
fighter, right?
I don't know, either a fighter or a sorcerer.
Oh boy. A lot of clothies.
Are we gonna have a healer?
I don't know. Are we?
Yeah, I'm going to be a monk.
Well, why can't a sorcerer be a healer?
They can't.
Why?
They can only heal
They have
themselves.
magic.
You want
Certain
to
spells.
be a paladin?
Actually, it's funny you say that. I was going to be a Dragonborn paladin. Until you said homebrew was available. Now I'm like, oh, never mind.
Well, I had our healer.
I might still stay that.
It's got like a heal for us. Just like, okay, don't die, guys.
Dragonborn
Should I be a
paladin.
healer?
No.
I mean,
Well, if we don't have a healer,
No, not with his mentality. Like, screw it, leave him behind. He's dead. Dead weight. That's our healer running off.
the thing is that's not his mentality. Remember, he has to play as his character. So it would depend on his
Mike.
alignment.
But it
Got a
bleeds
headache.
over though.
If his-
he
yeah,
can still
well-
be a chaotic neutral healer.
Yeah, we'll see what his alignment is.
You can be
That
an
would be
evil. You
fun.
can be evil
Of
and still be a
course. You just be
priest,
like-
and you can still heal people.
Well, of course.
See, like I'm an evil
With-
character, but
give
I'm
me
not going to
some
be an
money
asshole.
And you're gonna get healed.
So he's probably going to play chaotic neutral and be like, "Oh,
No.
you're down 20
He's a
health.
doughboy.
I'm out. Bye."
He's made a marshmallow.
Run.
So I see he's not going to heal Mike at
So
all.
let's make him a monk.
So we got to push
That's
him
what Dylan
back
said.
to the
I
party.
should be a monk.
Let's make him a monk.
So let's make him along.
We could protect him in armor of
No, he doesn't need
marshmallows.
protecting. He could probably kill you in like
Mike can
5
be
feet.
killed with a fire stick.
Monks are pretty
Roast him like a
powerful.
marshmallow.
Monks are
Yeah.
interesting. As I said, we're going to have all of our character sheets done out. We'll help everyone
I know.
create theirs and
Try to-
whatnot.
try to find
I'm
it when he
working
can
on
Get
mine.
all of this to
belly.
Dillon, and Dillon, my buddy Dillon Hofschneider,
I wonder why I'm
will be
single.
helping us. He'll be DMing this for us. We just got to sit down and
I don't
record
know.
it all out.
I'm hoping my buddy
It
Todd
sounds,
comes in.
that sounds
'cause
interesting as all hell.
We have a whole
So,
bunch of things going on.
what is
Well,
the point of the
somebody
background?
over there.
There are.
There's absolutely
Yes.
someone just staring at us from a distance.
Some girl just.
Hi,
stood
friend.
waving
Say
at us.
hello.
Tell them they can all come and
There's
sit on the
several
Nerd Talk
people
set
out
and
there
watch the
now.
TV. I have it all set up for them.
Oh, there's a couch right over there, and a TV right there, so you can watch us. And for listening, listen up. I'm not good at instructions.
So,
Just do the things.
You just you know what to do.
do so what's the point of the background? Because I was doing.
It gives your character roundedness.
You
so
wanna
that way
be-
you're not like a, cardboard
You don't
cutout.
want to be a blank slate.
right.
No, I understand that, but like there's specific things that are backgrounds, like your previous employment, basically. I don't know. It was really weird.
So it adds
makes-
character. So like some of the things, like let's say part of your background you were orphaned. Well, then there's another part where it's like ideals. So let's say you're only for yourself. That plays into your character. So when you make a decision, you take that. You would hopefully take that into account and be like, hey, I was an orphan. I'm out for myself. I'm going to take care of
So
myself.
what it's saying what I found is that there's all these different things like acolyte,
Yeah.
anthropologist, archaeologist.
Yes, and that it breaks it down. So
All
like you
these
pick
things.
one.
I would say, so what those are once again the baseline.
Okay, and then you build it from there.
Yeah,
Right.
that is the only. Your background is only for the DM to get an idea of what kind of decisions your character is going to be.
And then it
actively
gives you
making.
skills and shit
Yeah,
too,
it does.
right?
Certain ones give you
Yeah.
skills, and they also
Skills
give
or
you a certain amount of
languages.
gold. So certain
Well, yeah, 'cause
choices
you can start off
Right, like
really
one of
wealthy based on
them-
your
yeah, and you'll get
background.
like a nice
not
outfit.
not being a poor mugger. Come on now,
Right.
that is my favorite way to play. Is you start off poor. And just like, well, I was a poor mugger in the streets, and it's like, okay, it's like, I've killed multiple people for their money. It's like, oh, you're not a mugger anymore, you're a murderer. It's like, no, I mugged the living ones. My necromancer was an interesting character. He was a good guy. Don't worry, I robbed the rich.
So it's not very hard. You
didn't
just
give it
fill
a
it
four.
out, and then the thing that matters the most is like flaws. So like one of your flaws would be like you're a constant liar. So
Okay.
you would just nothing that you say would be very believable
So
to
is that
anybody who
something that
truly
I
knows
just
you.
pick? I
Yeah,
pick
you
my
get to
own
pick and choose.
flaws?
And now there is a way
sure
to
agreed to that really quick.
there is a way to roll dice though. So it gives you an option. You can roll a d4 or a d6 on certain ones. It'll say roll a d4, d6, and then whatever it lands on is what you get.
So, like, I need to roll dice to get some of these traits.
Yeah,
and
what
things.
you would do is have like the majority of your backstory ready, and anything that requires to roll dice the day of, Dillon
Okay.
will take you aside, and he'll roll that stuff. That's because some of it is you don't tell everybody it. You can. I don't think there's anything against it.
Yeah, I wouldn't really tell everybody your flaws. 'cause
Yeah,
then
exactly.
They
so
can use it
say,
against you.
for
but-
constant
Okay.
Doesn't have
liar.
any
Suddenly,
flaws.
everyone at the table is not going to trust you anymore. So
Right.
Dillon will take you off to the side, and he'll quickly roll stuff, and he'll kind of go over your backstories real
Would
quick.
one of my natural flaws, like not being able to be out in like direct sunlight,
Yeah.
as
Could
a
be.
drow? That would be
Yep.
a flaw.
I think Dylan's
For
talking about
drow,
himself in
that
third
definitely is
person
an
over
issue.
there.
That's why a lot of them more.
Oh yeah, so
Right,
I
cloaks
guess
and
two Dillons
stuff.
now. Well, that's why I
A
got
lot of
somebody
them,
sit on here.
because
So
they are hated.
It's a lot easier.
They don't want their eyes to be seen.
Right. That's
Yeah,
pretty
you
cool.
know, it's like
That's
Death Knights and
weird.
WoW. You get stuff thrown at you constantly because you are a cause of a lot.
No,
of our
not if you join the alliance. Then they're like, yay.
No. When a Death Knight walks into the alliance, I have an alliance Death Knight. Thank you very much.
I know,
walk
but you
in.
only do that one
They still
time, and then
like
they stop throwing fruit because they're like, hey, he's a good guy.
Listen.
He signed the paper. He's on our team.
Listen,
Yeah,
Linda.
exactly. It's I signed the contract. I don't know what I was doing before this. All I know is I was high level before this.
So,
That's-
Pop and Fresh, what are you actually going to do?
He's a pirate.
Either a pirate or a wild mage.
A wild maid?
Mage.
Mage.
Wild
What are
mage.
you? What are you going to? Are you going to dress up in tutus
No,
and run
wild
around?
mage
No.
is fun because
like raw magic,
I can
right?
It's raw-
Say
it's-
I'm going to cast magic missile.
raw energy.
And if my roll is crappy,
You're going
I
to throw what?
Could be a
teleport
fireball.
somewhere else.
Could be a
or
fireball.
throw flowers at you.
It'd be
or-
acid.
It's the RNG class. You roll a die, and that's what you're casting.
Yeah. I have
You
no
can
control over
you
it.
can want to cast something.
See, there's a
there's no
new,
cha-
there's a new hopefully a new person coming on with WeBeam that's going to help us do some more shows like a D&D and show like an introduction D&D because that's what a lot of people need.
I feel bad because
See,
we're
you
not
guys
doing
know all this stuff. Me,
well. Some of us.
it's
I do.
been-
As I
Right.
It's
say.
been 30, 40 years since I've done this.
I would say I had suggested that we start off with lesser, like with the earlier stuff that way those who don't play have a good understanding. But we've kind of blown that out of the water with the drow
I
and
think
yeah.
this
and
new
the monk.
gentleman
I'm like,
is
you
gonna
guys.
handle
I'm like,
that
well,
part.
yeah, because we've got 3 people that know what the hell they're doing, so they're going to be able to hold their hand and help them out.
Well, then, I mean, also, people don't want to be like the normal, like, what is it?
Of
the
course not.
stereotypes,
It's
like,
D&D.
oh, it's the fighter, it's the mage.
Listen,
it's
token. No stereotyping on here.
It's D&D. The
Did you
amount of
see him?
amount of fun you have is
silvered back
completely
up, man. You see
controlled by yourself and your own imagination.
He's gonna hit me.
I'm
Isn't
gonna
he?
talk to
pretty
Dillon, maybe I'll
excited.
play a werewolf.
Some party
oh,
members are dying at night.
So, hey, hold
He
on,
likes monks.
guys. So just for this, I have a special trailer. I mean, a special video. I want you guys to watch. It's all about the D&D world.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
All right, Rob, go ahead.
Rob already
buddy.
showed it to me.
Hey, thanks again for hosting game night, Adam.
Oh, no problem. I hope you don't mind I invited my friend, and she told me she's an incredible dungeon master.
Which one of you worms am I humiliating first?
Meet Goddess Olena.
Adam, I thought you said she was a dungeon master.
I'm a dungeon mistress.
Oh man, I really fouled up. Sorry guys, I guess game night's off.
Why? This is your time. Let's do this.
Then let the adventure begin!
Your party enters a dungeon. An undead breeze blows in. Before you stands an orc holding a whip. He lashes it at Pat.
Okay, then I evade.
No, you take that 1d4 damage and you like it.
I do?
Because deep down inside you know you deserve it. Again! 1d4 damage!
I enter the wizard's hut.
Big mistake. As soon as you cross the threshold, you feel a click under your feet. Suddenly you're bound by chains, clamped tightly to your nipples.
Wait, they're nipple clamps?
Oh yeah.
That means I can use my thieves' disarm traps. 19!
I am Ragnar, a barbarian from the frozen north. Good with an axe, but better with a horn of mead.
Tell me what Ragnar's into.
Okay, well, he's got a 3 in acrobatics and a 2 in animal handling.
No,
so.
I mean like foot play, butt play, menophilia, crushing. Tell me what makes Ragnar squeal.
Oh, well, he's a barbarian, so I guess crushing?
You dirty little... Pat gets cornered by an angry dragon.
Okay, can I subdue the dragon with my ball gag and then step on its penis with my boot?
Do you have a ball gag on your character sheet, Patrick?
Well, no.
Well, then you can't do that, can you, Patrick?
Can I give him my ball gag?
That's gonna be a whole turn.
Let's do it.
Ragnar's just begging for me to hurt him, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, Ragnar wants you to hurt him. Roll the die and give him what he deserves.
Babe?
Oh, hey, babe, we're like almost done with the adventure. Would you mind watching TV just like for a little while longer?
Sure, take your time.
Thanks.
You can't drip hot wax on my scrotum, numbnuts. Where'd you get the candle from? It's in my bag of holding, dillweed. That's bullshit and you know it.
Guys, I'm the dungeon mistress. We'll just say that Pat had his gimp hold the candle. Okay?
All right, Adam, we need you to roll a 15 or higher to fit the butt plug into Ragnar's rectum. If you don't, we all lose.
I know, stop pressuring me. Ah. Whoa,
Natural 20, critical hit.
Ragnar's coming.
Critical Althorus is coming too.
We're all coming.
You all just leveled up.
That is freaking hilarious.
Oh, that's awesome.
Those sketches are fantastic. Some of those sketches make you laugh a lot.
Oh, hey, did anybody notice my hat?
Yeah, the
Yep.
USS Nostromo.
And where's that from?
Alien.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, because it's Alien Day. I saw that.
Yeah, it's the
LV.
that is the that's the ship name
Yep.
that the alien breaks out on for the first time.
Did you ever play that Alien Resurrection?
Which one?
The one that was on PC.
The horror movie, or the you get to play as the alien?
No,
and-
you play as it's the horror film. Like you're basically Ripley's daughter.
Yeah.
That game was like,
You
wow.
know it came out in VR.
What? That's even.
Yep.
Nope.
Fuck that.
Nope. I'm good.
I saw the alien once, and then they pissed myself. I'm like going back to my computer.
Dude, that thing is
And
terrifying.
I sat down. I'm like, I'm not doing that again.
How does it find
Let's
you?
get back on D&D.
It was nauseous too. Unfortunately, 'cause
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't ported over
All
properly.
right. So D&D. So we're good. We're good with this, right? So is anybody playing any alignment that would possibly harm each other?
We
Neutral?
shouldn't.
Neutral.
We shouldn't have any evil at all
Right.
because two people
Hey.
really.
You got me in it. I don't care what I am. I'm
No, I think I definitely think for this specific group, this specific playstyle, we should all just go neutral. Just to
Not true neutral.
no, obviously, but
wanna
I don't
be
care
evil.
whether
I wanna
I
be
don't
evil
care
monk.
which neutral you are. Just don't be an asshole. Because I swear to God,
Let's just do neutral good then. So like you could be indifferent, but you're still like a kind of a good person. Like you're not just gonna go over there and kill somebody sleeping who has like a gold piece, and you're like, oh hey, my money now. Click.
Why not?
Exactly. So he's got to be
money.
like
I
lawful
see that as
good.
free money just laying around.
We should make him lawful good.
guess I won't.
He's a Buddhist monk.
Guess I won't go chaotic neutral then. Okay, fine. Blood mage, but that's cool. Just be just
So, see,
I'm
while
a pretty
we were-
good guy.
While we were watching
I don't
that-
ever stab somebody else for their blood. No.
While we were watching that little video coming up there, we had my
necromancer now.
guest that's in the studio, and
I wouldn't suggest it.
he is all
I'll tell
about
you why
the
later.
whole D&D world, right?
Yep.
And he's gonna be a good fit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I said we got some knowledge on the Stranger Things set, so we'll be able to more accurately explain things to everyone after the show.
So
Definitely.
how many official game boards are there?
What?
Game boards?
Or like, I don't know, campaign. What are they called? How many
Campaigns?
set
Campaigns, yeah.
things?
Like,
Campaigns.
How high can you count? No, seriously, there are that many
Far more than you
campaigns.
can count.
Really?
Yeah, you can just make them up. I mean, there's people that
No, I mean,
actually
like,
make them up and sell them.
I mean, like,
Oh, released by
official,
Wizards of the
yes.
Coast.
Hundreds?
Good, a
Yeah.
good amount.
Seriously?
Yeah.
When did it start? Like the 70s?
1970 something. It's by Gary Gygax
Yeah.
or Gary Gygax.
It was on. So Wizards of the Coast. Just keep. That's all I can tell you.
No, actually, it started as TSR.
Yeah.
How did
well,
it start? Like
TSR.
List.
Just some geeks.
Going into semantics of
1974.
things.
1974?
Yep.
Like
And like, how
Gary
did
and
it start?
Dave.
Did it
Yeah,
start
I
as a
was
game
right.
board thing?
Yeah,
Or-
TSR. Yeah, Tactical Studio Rules Incorporated.
Yeah, and then they got bought out by, I think, Hasbro, and then, or Wizards of the Coast.
Wizards. I'm pretty sure it's Wizards into Hasbro. Wizards
Wizards
into
into
Hasbro.
Hasbro?
Because Hasbro has a hand in Wizards right
Hasbro.
now, hence why the cards are made.
Yeah. They have a hand in Magic, too.
I was saying, I only know that because Hasbro's labels are my Magic the Gathering boxes, and
terrible.
I'm just like pissed
Terrible.
off. I'm like,
Ugh.
I need nothing of you. You have no hand in this except for distribution.
So I'm actually a wizard. Don't I have a card? What? For Magic?
Well, technically, by terms of the internet, a wizard is any male that reaches the age of 30 without having sex. You just become a wizard. So I don't think you want to openly
Nope.
exclaim, "I'm a wizard,"
I'm not a wizard.
because
Yes, I'm a
as it goes right now, we have some candidates on the server that are going to be able to tell us soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Wizard, I'm definitely not.
So, what was your question? Maybe you should reword that a little bit.
I'm a porn star.
Oh, boy.
All right. So we have a brothel worker.
So, yes,
we know your background as a brothel. Brothel worker becomes monk. Now there's a hell of a backstory. I learned my ways and became even with myself.
There we go.
Other people evened me out. It's like disgusting.
Yeah, so there's a lot of campaigns. I mean, were you looking
And then,
into
of course-
buying one? I mean, they even
No, I'm
have
just
board
curious,
games, too.
like in general.
Yeah.
Because
can-
this is totally like 100% new to me. One of my friends at Comic-Con, she's a really good artist, and she'll just draw characters for her friends, and then
Nice.
they pay her like $20.
$20, that's nice. Wow.
Right? Yeah,
Brad's in here
offer
just like,
that.
Good deal. That's a good deal. I don't even do that for $20. I got a great idea. Oh.
Probably more basic. for
The Dungeons and Dragons Reddit has it all organized. So like you can go and see all it's just people post their campaigns, but when you go onto the Reddit, you can go and find beginner campaigns, first time player campaigns,
That's cool.
intermediate mod. Like you can go and find because film people have spent so much time writing out these long campaigns, and they're just like, here you go, just use it for a group if you find it interesting. And it's super, super cool. You can just go and
That's
grab anyone you want and play it.
And there's cartographers too. Like people actually do like the maps. Like they create
That's
the
pretty
custom made
badass.
maps, and they're really nice. And some of them they get sold for quite a bit of money too, because they're just really detailed. Another thing too, just check out YouTube. Just type in Dungeons and Dragons, and you'll see a bunch of live action plays too.
If you
See,
want
I
to
found
watch
podcasts.
if you want to watch a good series, like it's it's an honest to god good series. I like watching them a lot because
Is
they're
it Will Wheaton's?
no, well yeah, it's made by popular voice actors. It's called Critical Role.
Yep.
If you know who Matthew Mercer is, his big voice actor was that he has a spot in it, and there's a bunch of other voice actors and whatnot. It's a lot of fun. It's a really good way to introduce yourself to D&D too, because they're really lighthearted and fun. They're pretty silly sometimes. Rooster Teeth had their D&D.
Beam TV had theirs.
I completely forget. The only thing about
Max
Weaving
Play
TV is
Live.
why the only reason my only thing that I didn't like about Max Play is Max Play had no new players. Everyone up there was experienced, which is nice if you're an experienced player and you're looking for a good D&D session to sit down and just kind of enjoy their first run, because that first run was hilarious. Bucket Talk was super
That
silly.
was and the cool thing about it is we did something nobody else did. Is we did what they call chroma keying behind it.
Yeah, we
And we
them
put
in
ourselves
pubs,
into taverns and places actually in game play.
such as World of Warcraft,
Oh, that's cool.
Neverwinter.
We should do that.
That's cool.
You want to go set the green screen up? Piss off.
Taylor's
Hey, Token.
a play.
We already have it
that
set up,
was
baby. We're ready to
reenactment
go.
of D&D.
I don't know who he's talking to. Who's Token? Where's he at?
Hold on a second.
What
was that?
But for newer players who don't, for the newer players who aren't super Heroes and Halfwits. That's the name of Rooster Teeth.
Heroes and
I don't know why
Halfwits.
those are 4 new players. I think there's like 1 or 2 of them who have like touched on D&D in the past, but there are people who have no idea, so they're asking questions.
That's cool.
And they're commonly questions that new players would ask and be like, okay, so how would I handle the situation? They're like, well, obviously you go by what your character would do. But in this situation, depending on what you choose, you have to roll for this, do for this, then. And
So it's really common for people to have these silly little papers with them the whole time and be like, okay, wait a second.
It sits
this.
next to you when you play.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's the thing: when I first started playing my Necromancer, I had 2 things up at all times: the wiki, right there, and my character sheet. And that was a constant because I'm just like, I need to make sure that I'm doing things correctly, as well as because I was a caster. I had spells I could use a day, so I had to constantly write down what spells I was using because you only can use them once a day per adventure, depending on your character and depending on what kind of.
So I was told to call you Neckbeard. Someone just said that in the chat.
Oh.
I dare you to call me a neckbeard.
Good,
That's okay.
good, Mike. Say it. I dare you.
If I could pronounce your last name, I would insult you.
I think that is insulting.
Spoiler alert, Brad. It was meant to be. No. Thank you for explaining it. No, that's completely fine. It's,
Hey, I'm going to put a shout
I haven't
out
shaved
to
in a while, so
our
such is life.
Our Rising
Not having a job
is going to prom tonight.
Oh, nice.
Oh, is he?
Yes,
Aw.
I got a picture on the chat.
Yeah, I mildly pissed him off a few weeks ago. Well, he's happier and he's not mad at me anymore.
Who's that?
Rising.
Rising, yeah.
Got accepted to the local community college. He was like, "Be proud of me," and I
That
went,
was funny
"No,
that day.
it's SPC. If you can drop the money, they'll take you." I'm like USF, and he's like, "Well, yeah, I'm gonna transfer there afterwards." I'm like, "When I say that acceptance letter, I'm like, I'll take you out for a nice dinner, and I'll say you did it. Good job, buddy." Not community college, hell no. It's like graduating high school. I don't congratulate anyone for that one either. I'm like, it's something you should just do.
I saw him in
Is
his
a
suit the other day
graduate-
when he got it.
I put a picture.
My boy, my homie, my little bro,
He came
look damn
downstairs wearing
good
his suit. I'm like,
wearing that
pimpin'.
suit. I wish you went with a white tie, personally, but it's the black on black and the white. But
Well,
instead it
he was
black on
doing.
black
He was
and
going to.
black.
He was going to.
No, he had a white tie when I saw him.
Oh, when I saw it was the black, it was your black tie.
No, it's
he-
white.
He had the white tie
Oh,
the other night.
is it different? Well, scroll up then, asshole. Let me see my little brother real quick.
Found in this chat.
He just posted it in this
I
chat.
did. I put it in there.
I don't see it. It says sharer.
Yeah, I don't know
That
what
says
that's all.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it just oh, click on that. See if you can show the image. All right, whatever. Fine.
I'm
Don't
going to
care.
send it to Rob.
I'll look at it
Rob can
later.
Put it up.
Send it to me. You don't need to put it up on the stream. Just send it to me so I can see my little brother. Thank you. Anyway. It's my little homie.
I wasn't saying anything.
I've gotten him into a world of trouble playing Dead by Daylight. It's funny enough. Because the thing is my mother occasionally likes to go out and read in our living room. The great thing about that is Cage has no concept of time. Or he does, and he just violently ignores it because he bought a silent keyboard specifically so that she wouldn't hear his keyboard clicking at night. And I'm like, that's not that gives you away. It's the damn it, I got hit that gives it away.
Yeah, pretty
or
much.
the light underneath the door that gives it away.
Or
but
taking
that's
a
okay.
shower at 3 a.m.
Well, that's sometimes me. So the thing is I think you're playing Dead by Daylight, and I watch Cage go up on the hook and then instantly die. I'm like, it's your first time on the hook. What happened? I look, he's muted in TeamSpeak. I'm like, well, that's really weird. And also I hear, and I'm like, uh-oh, those are footsteps.
Hey, Rob, I put a picture of Cage up in Messenger.
And I'm like, oh, you got caught. Sucks to be in school still, nerd. Attaboy. And then my little brother, still being the person that he is sitting here just like, I'm sorry, I was playing video games. Didn't throw me under the bus or anything for inviting him to play the video game with me. I'm just sitting here just like, yeah, he's on here. Have an invite. Let's go play some video games together, buddies. 1 o'clock in the morning, you have school in 5 hours. You're not going to get in trouble. No. And then he wonders, man, it's really hard to get up for school this morning. I'm like, I bet. I was the same way in high school. No,
That's why he
I
goes to
felt
sleep when he
awful.
gets home.
I hated waking up in the morning, and I couldn't. I would always try to push myself past midnight. Like 1 was my limit back in high school, and now I'm sitting here at like 6 in the morning,
Lightweight.
just like. I'm just.
Lightweight.
Well, the thing is school started at 7 for me.
Yeah, so
And the thing is Miss Paniska was only cool about me sleeping for like the first like 2 months. Then afterwards, she's like, listen, she's like, normally I wouldn't care. She's like, but the principal did walk in, and you were absolutely just snoring in the corner of the room. We can't have that. So, it means you stay awake for the class, and I'm like, oh, no. So I learned how to play Magic the Gathering with my friends, and now they've been my friends for the last 7 years.
That's
It was a really good trade as far as I was concerned. What's up? Hey, there's the boy. Look how clean he looks. Look at that shitty smirk. God damn it. I didn't see that part when Mike showed me the picture. Well, that's fine. He's still my little brother.
See, I would stay up
so
reading
little.
books all night long. I was really, I would get in trouble for
I was saying,
being
you
up
guys
till,
get
like,
upset at me. You're like, you guys are up too late. I'm like, I'm playing video games. I could be smoking pot, doing drugs. I live in Newport Richie. It's literally around the corner.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, but I'm just sitting here playing Dead by Daylight, getting killed and getting upset about it and going, camping piece of shit.
I took my PSAT still drunk.
I was upset at myself. I went and took my ACT and I didn't have a pen. I didn't have a calculator. I didn't have anything. The thing is they're like, oh yeah, they're like, you're not allowed to have your backpack with you. I went, okay. So I had all that stuff in my backpack ready for the next day. It wasn't until I was told your backpack has to stay outside. Can't come in the classroom with you. So all right, cool. Left my backpack outside like I should. Sat down on my table. Didn't realize everyone else had their stuff and brought it in by hand. I thought at some point I'd be allowed to get it. Door shut, locked, test handed out. I went, and it was, wouldn't you know, it was my chemistry teacher who didn't like me very much. Yes, Mr. Gaston. And I'm just like, I need a pen and a calculator too while we're at it. And she's like, well, you're supposed to bring all those materials. I'm like, I did. It's in my backpack. She's like, well, I can't let you outside of the room now. And I'm like, why
God
not?
forbid you bring in some germs.
She's like, you've seen the test. She's like, what if you go and Google an answer? I'm like, I will keep my body in the room and reach around up in the corner and just grab my bag. I'm like, it won't be a problem. She's like, she storms away, comes back with a pen and one of the basic calculators and slaps it down next to me and walks away. I'm just sitting here like, I didn't know. It was my bad. Then I got out 3 hours before they said I would. It was cold that morning. Humidity was really, really high, so any kind of jacket, me being shorts and a t-shirt, thinking I wouldn't be standing out in the cold. They locked the school. I'm standing in front of the school just going, man, I'm really cold. I don't have my phone. I can't make a phone call to my parents. Hey, man, can I get a ride? I'm down really, really, really early.
Oh.
It's a good thing my buddy John, who I hadn't seen in years, was just like, he's like, Dillon? I'm like, hey, man. He's like, need a ride home? I'm like, yeah, that'd be nice.
When I took my
got lucky as hell.
SATs in high school, the day before, we had passes to go to Disney, and we hit every single Disney park the day before I took my SATs. My mom's like, you have to be home by 10. I was like, try.
That's good.
My little Cavalier, I hit like 105 miles an hour on I-4 on my way home.
How did that thing like stay intact?
This little 96 Cavalier
Just
was awful.
screaming.
Oh, it was so bad. It woke my boyfriend up. He was sleeping next to me, and it was rattling really
I can
bad.
imagine your boyfriend is just like, this is scarier than any ride at Disney. It's a small world after.
Well, it was also kind of payback because his homeschooled ass didn't have SATs the next day. He should have been driving.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
So that was 1,000%.
Well, I mean, if I'm being
payback.
completely honest with you, you should have gone to Disney for celebration after the SATs, not before the SATs.
It was the people
You should have studied before the
Right.
SATs.
Timing is everything.
The people
right?
taking us, that was the only day they could go. It was either that day or the day of the SATs.
Or the day after tomorrow.
That was a good movie.
That was.
Superstorms are cool.
Yeah, I like that.
So did you pass?
Storm.
Yeah, I did pretty well. Except for math.
SAT.
Fuck math. I hate math.
There's no passing
She
the SAT.
scored a
You just
9-10.
I don't remember what I got. It was the first year that they were doing that reading thing, but it didn't totally count, like the reading comprehension.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes,
Yeah.
Pasco.
It was,
Okay, come on.
No,
That's-
it was Pinellas.
No, see, that's Gonzo. They're just like, nope, like that's useless. Like, that doesn't clear anything out.
Because it only lasted for a couple of years, and I was like the second year that they did it, but it still didn't totally count
Hooked on
Yeah.
phonics.
unless
It was
you were
something they
going into like a English-based degree.
Yeah, it was something. It was something that
Reading
would just rule out of your score.
Damn
if,
it.
if it wasn't
Where
necessary for you
where'd you
specifically.
go to school, Florida? Oh, I had a reading thing I had to do.
Fun fact: I was actually too scared to look at what I got, so I have no idea to this day.
Really?
It's on my transcript. I've not read my transcript. When I went to SPC, I just handed them a transcript, and they go, oh wow, they're like, with your scores, they're like, you can actually skip your first 2 years of math and just you already have the credits for them. I'm like, really? I did that well. And they went, yeah. They're like, you did fantastically on that part. They're like, your reading kind of sucked, and I'm just like. I'm like, well, I'm going into business. I don't need reading. They're like, you do, and now I switched to programming. Now they're like, you really do, and I'm like, yeah, okay, well, fine. So I had to take an extra comp class.
See, and I just hate math. I got accepted to Flagler College with the caveat that I had to get my math courses finished, and then I could go because my math score was like 50 under what they wanted it to be. And
it just didn't.
And then I never went because I would have had to share a dorm room with other people. And some of the rooms had 6 girls in one single.
Sweet.
Wow, that's a party in a new basket
that right there was fun.
Bree would start killing people.
Oh no, like I wanted to go to that school.
Bree, this Gatorade's so sweet.
Anything.
What's going on?
Why do I feel dizzy? Shut the fuck up.
Just like shh.
Just go to sleep.
Just for a few hours. I need to sleep, you bitches.
Why does my lotion not smell like flowers anymore?
Because my boyfriend used it.
I hate smelly crap.
I can imagine just like replacing shampoo with Nair, and it's just like, where's my hair is gone? Just like
1000% Nair or dye, like henna. I'll put henna in everybody's shampoo.
I'm sorry.
Darn, I didn't
Bree
think that would
is not
happen.
someone you want to cross.
So Bree's not a good roommate. We'll just chalk that up there.
No.
So roommate applications are a no-go.
No, not for this girl. I don't share my space well.
That's
How are
completely
you
understandable.
getting married?
What is this?
Well, that's different. That's totally
Wait, is this
different.
this
That's like a
No, that's sharing
cohabitating.
your
Wait,
space
hold on, go down.
completely.
Not
That
with
wasn't
a
there before.
female.
Yeah, they just added.
Not with another female.
Oh my
Females
God.
are crazy.
Oh my God. Well, literal MEGACON update as of right now. Christopher Sabat, voice of All Might and Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z and My Hero Academia. Clifford Chapin, I think I'm saying that right, from My Hero Academia, it's Bakugo, and Justin Briner is Deku from My Hero Academia. That's really,
The only one that really matters, you got that image ready, the only one that matters at MegaCon this year is Linda
Vegeta,
Carter.
Principal Sans.
Show it, please. Oh,
All Might.
hell yes.
She still looks like that. That'd be amazing.
She does.
Right?
She does.
See, every time you say Vegeta, all I think
Always.
is
Thank you,
Velveeta
Rob.
cheese.
Yeah,
You're a good man.
Well, I mean, to be complete,
It's like a word association thing. I just can't not see Velveeta cheese.
if it makes you feel any better, I think of just a pile of vegetables. Like, you know, the Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah.
I think of the Fruit of the Loom label every time I say his name.
Veggie Tales.
Clearly, I think your girl had more of an impact on the
see,
people watching
Brad,
the show.
Why
I
did your brother
see-
cancel the con?
What?
Your brother
Yeah, your
canceled.
cousin Momoa.
No, he doesn't like you guys, so he was like, screw that show.
Understandable.
Forget that show, I'm not
I've
gonna be
ripped
there.
on a lot of their movies, so it's understandable. Whatever his Netflix series that I watch, like Countryman or whatever.
Frontier.
Yeah, Frontier.
Frontierman?
It's well, it's something.
I don't think I even made it through the entire first episode. I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
the
I
Dirt has
stopped.
more personality than he does, but that's okay.
See, Tommy's parents have been like, "Oh, you guys should finish watching it. It's so good." And I'm just
You just introduced North American Dothraki, and that's
yeah.
exactly what you got there. That's all he is. Like, I am here for sex. I am here for.
Are we talking about Game of Thrones now?
No,
No.
the guy from it called
Jason
Drogo.
Momoa.
Oh, yeah.
So take
was,
his
he was a-
Dothraki,
Yeah.
Yeah,
make him a
called
North
Drogo.
American,
Yeah.
and then that's it.
There you go.
It's the same character, copy and paste.
Aquaman.
They just fast forwarded it like years and put it into a more relevant timeline. And
And no
it's-
dragons.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. We're gonna get to the demon horses later or something or another.
Have you guys seen? Did you see the previews for Hannah, that Amazon TV
It's good.
show?
I'm watching it.
I just started it. It's not.
I'm on
bad.
episode 4.
But this girl, I'm on episode 3. She
They
is.
rushed it.
Yes, she is not as
You wouldn't think it's a
interested in
man or a
society
female.
as she should be for being 16 flipping years old, and she's never seen a single other human being other than her father. And she's just like totally chill in
Did you-
Berlin.
she's- okay,
she's
so-
handling
Did
she's
you
handling
watch the
people just
original
fine.
Hannah?
She's like, oh yes,
No.
of course.
Okay, the problem I'm having already is they're only I'm 4 episodes in and they've already completed the movie, the original Hannah movie.
Oh my God.
So they're not stringing this out at all. So it's
That's
like,
awful.
So they're going to have to create more story to
That's
it.
what the thing is. That's what I want from when I see a TV show. I want to see the movies that you guys have already created expanded on.
Yeah.
Make better. Give me all the content that you couldn't fit from like the original books or something like that. Shove it into the show. That's what I want.
That's not what they've done.
For example, if Harry Potter got turned into a TV series, I
Oh
want
my
12.
God.
I want 12 episodes per book. I want the full season per book because there's a lot that goes on in the books that you don't get.
Hey,
in the
you know,
movie.
you probably need to send that suggestion into HBO because once Game of Thrones over, everybody's cutting the cord.
Listen, I would, but after J.K. Rowling, I think, is losing her mind a little bit. Has anybody followed her Twitter here recently?
Not recently.
Boy, she is making some drastic changes to the Harry Potter universe and naming it canon through her Twitter. It's something else. Me and Mike listened to a podcast in which they read them verbatim. Did you know that Hogwarts didn't always have toilets? She thought of that, apparently. Did you know what they used to do? I'm not going to say it on air because
They
it's
pooped in a
actually
hole.
disgusting. No, they used their wands to make all the fecal matter in their rectum disappear and dump it
Whoa.
somewhere else. That somewhere else, by the way, is never determined. It's just somewhere else that's not there.
That's
Diagon Alley.
the
There it is.
solution.
I'm like,
Diagon Alley.
I'm like, that's actually awful. That's yuck.
Diagon Alley.
That's so weird.
Okay.
Dumbledore is gay in the canon now because she said so on Twitter.
Right.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
well, like,
Dumbledore's like,
Listen, after seeing him in Fantastic Beasts,
seriously,
After-
I could see it.
after seeing him in Fantastic Beasts and how young Dumbledore is, I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, my man's got a fashion sense. Hold
But like,
on.
what happened to his fashion sense though? Like for real.
I think
Well,
he
when
looks
you
like
get
great
that
robe.
old, hey,
I think
when
he
you
looks
get that
clean
old, it
as
doesn't
hell.
work anymore, so it doesn't matter.
I think he looks clean as hell in that new stuff. Like I know people are complaining, but like, oh, they're like, where'd his nice fancy hats and stuff like that go? I'm like, it's a robe. Calm down. Look at him. He's 3-piece suit without the jacket. He looks fantastic.
No, I like the 3-piece suits, but like,
I
what
re-
happens? What what happened in his life?
got
when
his heart
he
broken.
went
Seen
from
some stuff.
3-piece suits?
And the thing is like
to
that was another
clothes.
thing is I love the ministry in America. As bad as it sounds, we're all black suit, black tie.
There's so men in
And
black.
I'm
about
saying
it.
we're very menacing looking, but we all look so clean cut. We're not a bunch of jackasses running around in our robes. They're like, oh yeah, they're like, I'm a professional wizard, and just like, you look like Spirit Halloween had a sale. And it's just like, we got Men's Warehouse over here. You're gonna like the way you look.
I guarantee
I
it.
was like, I guarantee it. Then we got clearance rack Spirit over here. Like, come on, you guys took over a dead Kmart. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
For 3 months only, by the way.
Goodwill.
Is it 3 months?
Special.
Basically, yeah.
We like special.
Yeah, exactly. So
Robin,
I can't.
Robin hook corn in the head.
I have to say, I got it. If I'm gonna rant on that movie, I love the Fantastic Beasts movies. I think they were fantastic.
I love them so far. I absolutely adore Newt. He is.
He's a
and
great
his
character.
The actor that they picked for him is perfect. Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't? Oh my god, he's amazing.
this way.
He plays the girl in
I have
another movie.
I have a lot of problems. I mean, a lot of problems with the Harry Potter universe because I read the books with my mother. And after reading them, there's a lot of things that you don't notice that you wouldn't even know. People are still figuring things out about that movie, just like the words that they use. For example, someone translated. Snape asks on the very first day of potions class. Snape asks Harry about an herb and a poison, and then something that accompanies both of them. And when you take what each one of those are as a flower, or as their herb states, and then take the Latin name of that flower and translate to English, it translates out perfectly to "I humbly regret Lily's death." And I'm just like, oh. So that question wasn't me being, haha, I'm being a dick on day one. It's, I'm sorry for your loss there, buddy.
But
And he has
what
no
a
idea.
Freaking roundabout ass way to do that.
Well, he has to be the villain for 7+ years. Like, he can't be the good
But,
guy.
like,
How did we get on Harry
Props
Potter?
to J.K.
Well,
Rowling.
What the hell happened? How did this train wreck go?
Wheels fell off over there
the
and
thing is,
over there.
I can tell you that. I said the whole, we had mentioned how we want books drawn, the movies drawn out.
There we go.
And I had mentioned Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah, you
would
did
be
say that.
fantastic.
Let's table that one.
Yeah, that'd be.
We got more stuff to talk about in there.
Do we?
Do we? I checked the
my
list
God.
and we're out.
Oh no,
I
we
thought it
got
was
the
just a
new,
whole bunch of
James
kids.
Bond.
That's why I'm just kind of rolling.
we have trailers.
God, we have the 25th James Bond's coming out, and they're filming in Jamaica now.
Yeah, they're filming all
He's
over
Jamaican
the
now,
place.
apparently.
Is it Eldris?
No, it's still.
It's not
what's
Alba?
his name?
Daniel
Yes.
Craig.
It's Daniel
It's
Craig.
still Daniel Craig, yeah.
But
But there's some people coming from the
We're
past.
not getting Alba yet.
No.
not yet. So, but here's the
Daniel
thing.
Craig's so tired.
The
though.
guys-
He's like, I don't want to do this anymore, guys.
The
Stop
kid
leaving me
that
alone.
played.
Stop
go
getting
ahead.
me.
Go ahead, play the trailer real quick. Oh, that's right. So the kid
heard, no,
that,
that's right.
the
Only
kid
it's
that
playing.
played in Queen is going to be the bad guy.
Oh yeah, Rami Malek.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think he'll be a really good
Yeah, I
villain.
think he's going to be a creepy one.
He's got a creepy ass face.
Because last one,
Right, Bree?
Well, I mean, like he's kind of handsome,
Don't
but he
hold
is
any punches
he's,
there.
he's that ugly pretty.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You're
he's
creepy and
not
have a
like
small rat
ugly
face.
pretty.
This
He's
is
that
making it
weird-
worse.
unique pretty.
He's not pretty ugly. He's ugly pretty. It's just so weird that you're like, that's pretty good.
But like he's still handsome. He's just got a really creepy ass face.
got optical poptitude.
Yeah.
Weren't you talking about the guy who played?
All right, I'll be honest.
Frodo's
His eyes absolutely
was
looked like
creepy?
he blew on his thumb
Which
a little
one?
hard.
Someone looked like someone
Samwise?
slapped him in the back of the head and they
Did you
popped
say that
him
he
a
was
bit.
creepy? Samwise.
Well, like in
Yeah,
real
you know
life,
when
he's a little bit
when
weird.
your mom
Sean
tells you don't
Astin.
make that
Yeah,
face, it
Sean
might
Astin,
freeze
that's
that way. Well, there you have it.
Didn't get his way as a child, held his breath in his eyes, kind of went, boop.
We call that optical poptitude. Have you guys never seen the movie with? Never mind. I just too old.
There was at one of the award shows.
That's why they
just
put me in the
recently,
corner. They're slowly pushing me out of my world.
He had a bow tie on that was crooked, and there's like 6 pictures of different actors walking up to him trying to fix his freaking bow tie, and then when he gets some award, he's up there and his bow tie's crooked. Nobody could fix it.
I know,
So many people tried.
There's a story that he was telling. I think it was really, really funny. It was like he had just gotten his award, and his ex-girlfriend was one of the servers at the venue, and he ran into her with the award in hand, and he goes, "Oh, hey!" And I'm just like, "That's awesome. That's
is fantastic.
This is like upgrade." He's just like, "Yep."
Well, and isn't he dating that blonde chick from Bohemian Rhapsody too?
Is
And
he? I don't
she's
actually
gotta
know.
be
I
an
don't know
upgrade.
anything
He's
about
gay.
him.
No, I don't think he's gay. He's with the blonde chick. I don't remember what
I
her
know
Is
name
that
is.
a girl?
It is a girl.
I know even without the teeth, he has like a mild speech impediment, but I guess it works for what he
Does she
does.
have an Adam's apple? Want to know? Inquiring mind wants to know.
Then can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You're someone who liked the Bohemian Rhapsody movie.
Loved it.
So how do you feel about how this is becoming the new trend? How we have Elton John's
Don't like it.
on the way.
I
You
don't
don't like the
like
trend?
it.
You don't like seeing
No, I don't like rockumentaries. I just don't. I mean, this one, I went to see it because I back in the day, I loved Queen. So I thought Queen was awesome.
The Elton John trailer looks great though.
It
looks good. I love the kid.
But, like,
That's the
he's
problem.
not
point in
dead yet.
time,
Like he's
it's okay to do every now and then, but just get off the bandwagon.
yeah.
We did it once, and we did it twice, and it did really like Motley Crue. The Motley Crue thing is awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
And the
then
door was it the Doors that was good too?
that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well,
But
that
this
wasn't
one-
real. That was more of a movie. It wasn't really.
Documentary.
Yeah,
type.
documentary.
Well, the thing is the Bohemian Rhapsody is very, very, very movie-esque, not so much documentary. Because documentary is,
Let me tell you
you
something.
have like it sends people aside and asks questions and whatnot,
Shot
and they
for
kind of
shot, that was probably one of the best movies ever because
you can watch it side by side. And
Wimbledon,
the camera works fantastic.
if you look side by side of the old pictures, and I mean, it was even down to the can of soda on the piano.
That's awesome. I've seen some of the things where they had
The side by side,
yeah,
where
and
they
they
had
had
the actual
him
conference
singing,
room.
and
Yeah.
then they had him. That was really
It's
cool.
so they had his mannerisms,
haven't
his
seen the
walk
movie.
down. He had
Oh,
done
you got
such
come over
a
to the
good
house. I
job.
got it.
I need to see
Yeah, we got
it.
it.
And the thing is, though,
Mama Tech loves it.
I really like the kid that they have for Rocket Man because he was from Kingsman. I think he did
Which,
such a
Eggsy?
good movie. Yeah, Eggsy. He's Elton
See,
John.
no, see, I
He's
don't
young
like him in this.
Elton John.
I
He's
don't
young
like
Elton.
him. I don't like him in that one, and I don't like the one where he was the skier, the
I like
long
him-
jump ski guy. That was just he didn't do good.
I like him as an actor. Not always the movies that he's done. Some of those I find the concepts of them a little weird.
Right.
But I think when you're a young actor,
He's trying to find his place.
yeah, he's trying to find something that will make it. Because the thing is, he's looking at obviously when this one came to him, he's looking at Rami Malek and going,
Oh yeah.
"That went well for him.
right.
Maybe I can do the same." And if he's
This is not going to go good for him.
the only reason why I think it might is because looking at him versus young Elton John, there's a resemblance. There's an easy resemblance to him early on.
No, young Elton had a huge
My problem
forehead.
with
He had a very tall forehead.
Have you seen Eggsy? My man's got a forehead like mine.
Yeah,
he's got nearly forehead. He keeps the short hair look a lot. It just keeps it buzzed down a lot for interviews and whatnot. My only problem is they age him and they try and make him look older instead of just switching to an older actor. Because they're like, all right, like Elton's in his 40s now, and now we're doing something like that. I'm like, he doesn't look 40. He's got a baby face. He looks like he's 17 still. Yeah. He really looks like he's a young Kingsman still. So doesn't really work. You can't give him a bald spot and say, all right, he's 45. That's not how that works.
But I did like the Motley Crue, and I love it when they would do something and then they would look to the camera and go, that never happened. To me, that was awesome.
That's cool.
But anyway,
Mike keeps inviting me to the watch party, and I'll keep saying no to it.
I never invited you to it.
I have 4 notifications on my phone that say otherwise.
What is he inviting you to watch?
It's an automatic notification that he's hosting a watch party, or is it an actual invitation?
Michael Stanley has invited you to watch a watch party. Click to join. So I don't know if that one's Scoob.
What the hell are you watching during my show?
It's the show.
Oh.
I'm already in the show. I have it on my phone most of the time.
Pop
I just
and fresh.
block my
Never calling Michael again after today.
Pop
and fresh.
Call me Pop and Fresh.
Hey, you want to show that image again there, Rob? Well, when you find it, let's make sure we show it.
We're in our last 12 minutes of the show, I should point out.
Oh my God.
We've been trying to find the... I think my mother actually still has one of those Poppin' Fresh Doughboys. The one you got from Pillsbury. I think she still has that thing. It is creepy as look. It looks just like it, Mike. I'll put a little beard on it.
So guess what came out today? Or midnight pre-release for Word Spark Magic the Gathering.
It did.
Yes, it does, and it starts at midnight.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it ends at 5 in the morning.
God have mercy.
If I had money, I would have gone. But I just don't have
it's $25 to get in.
I would love to.
What do you do?
$50.
You go in and play for 5 hours in the middle of the freaking night?
Yep. So what you do? So how pre-releases work is you go. I was gonna say, you normally leave probably around 9 o'clock if you want to eat some food. That's fine because the real event doesn't start till midnight. But you do want to get there and reserve a spot because these lists fill up quickly. They have a small box called the pre-release box. It has a few packs of the new set and a few packs of the old set. You open up and you do what's called a mini draft, where you quite literally you take it's like 60 cards you get total. You're not going to use all of them. You make a deck out of it. Run whatever the hell you want as long as you can get cards. They provide some lands for you, and you play a small tournament. It's a lot of fun. The winner gets like an addition, the overall winner gets like an additional 5 packs to take home with him, because they're not allowed to technically sell anything until midnight. They can't give you these packs, so it's a pre-release.
Unless you play Arena, which that released
if you play Arena, you've already got a hold of these cards, and you've already enjoyed yourself a nice little pre-release. I think they give like a little starter deck or something like that with it.
I want to play a trailer for you guys real quick.
Oh, is it just a booster?
Okay.
You ready?
Oh, yeah, let's go for it.
When you're ready, buddy. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Come on. Well, it's not going to save itself.
I'm driving.
We are a rumor. Recognizable only as deja vu and dismissed just as quickly. We are the best kept secret in the universe.
I know. I want in. You erased my parents' memories, but you didn't get mine. It took me 20 years to find you. How many people can say that? I found you, which makes me perfect for this job.
Agent M, we may have a problem in London.
Welcome in. You will be with Agent H.
MIB, you Carillion scum. And FYI, your little club here sucks. Come on. Well, it's not going to save itself.
I'm driving. That really should be here.
Oh, not in this country.
I'm so faded. needed no exaggeration.
Joey?
I thought that we were here.
We are. Step on it, would you, Freddy? You go to H.
What happened here?
What do you think happened? We got our asses kicked.
Sorry.
Wait, are you a queen?
Indeed, she is.
I pledge loyalty eternal to you.
No, I'm not interested.
Too late. I already pledged the loyalty. I wish you'd said no before.
We've never faced a threat like the Hive. They can take the form of anyone,
I haven't seen that before.
even our own agents.
Do we have a plan?
You know, sometimes you have to trust your gut.
Men in Black has been compromised. Trust no one.
The dance thing you're doing is
See, we protect the Earth.
how they do it where you from.
And that means everyone and everything on it.
Yeah, baby!
We are the Men in Black. The men and women in black.
Yeah, ha. Perfectly done.
Are you suggesting that we try the most powerful weapon in the galaxy for fun?
Do it.
Press the button. Turn it up a few.
Back.
With
Hey, that was good.
Thor and Valkyrie teaming up again to bring down the aliens again.
Again.
I
pretty
feel like I've
awesome.
seen this before.
Deja vu.
Yeah,
It looks
exactly.
really good.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for
I am
that. I've
super
always
excited.
loved the Men in Black movies.
It's
They're fun.
They are.
I was skeptical at first, only for the fact of you have to keep in mind for the last 11 years we're used to seeing with Thor. He's used to be jacked, and now he's thin.
Yeah,
and then he explains, he's like,
real
"This is
thin
my
on this
real
one.
body." He's like, "What I had to do for Marvel." He's like, "Was rip myself." It's like that's not how I normally look.
That's weird seeing
He's like, "I
somebody-
look like this," and I'm just like, "Oh, okay."
Seen two other people doing Men in Black. That's not Tommy Lee Jones or Will Smith.
It's a little weird, but I'm okay with it. Here's why I'm okay with it.
Roaches are back in it.
I'm so okay.
I was like, here's why I'm okay with it. I don't like seeing people milk the same entity. I like seeing new stuff come from it. So 2 new characters taking over the role. I'm okay with it.
I'm excited to see.
Don't mess it up.
Yeah, me too.
You have a legacy of fantastic movies and a few kind of that was okay, but you have a lot of you have a lot to make up for and a lot of expectations looking at you. I hope that they will hold themselves, because if they do well, I would want to see more.
Yep.
Because I love these 2 actors. These are 2 actors that I've already seen. I've seen how they've appeared on sets, and I like them already. I would like to see more from these 2, just in general. Doesn't have to be in the Marvel universe anymore. So if this is the way we have to see them, that's fine. Dandy. I just hope they do it well.
Yeah, as long as they
do
don't,
the MIB world justice.
as long as they don't go to romantic comedy. I mean, it's like the death of your career.
I'm sure there's going to be.
Oh, actually, the first one was almost a romantic comedy.
Which one was that?
But he had. I mean, it was the second one. I'm sorry.
Which
no,
one?
the first one he was getting it on with he liked the
The Tear? The one they flew into space?
No, the mortuary woman, the morgue girl.
Yeah, they flew her into space.
What are we
No, they
talking about?
didn't.
In the second
That's
minute,
the second one.
movie they
you
flew
said
her
the
into
second
space.
movie.
Yeah, then I went back to the first one, because the first one he kind of got, he had a little hots for the morgue girl, and then he went with the other one, and then
Flash. She don't remember anything anymore.
Yeah.
She never met him.
I know.
I think it's
she
cool.
was-
And then when she met him again,
I like Liam.
part
Neeson.
2.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
she
it
was
is.
that-
Badass.
Part
she was
3.
an MIB agent.
Yeah, so now
He's
she's an MIB
fantastic
agent,
in
but
Taken.
they don't see each other anymore because
The Flash.
that's how it works. That's how work.
The
That's how work
Snap.
works.
I think I've only seen the first one of that. Have you
Speaking
seen the
of
rest
Snap,
of those?
Did you
Yeah.
see what Google did
They're
today?
good.
Are they?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
if you
They wrap
Google-
up the whole
Thanos?
series.
Yeah, and then you have to
Click
exit out completely.
Number
It won't
3
stop.
is like
yeah, it just
crazy.
keeps
He's just
getting rid
like,
of.
yeah,
it
he's
gets
like,
rid of.
I don't care anymore.
There
Everyone's dying.
is
Maybe I
over
have seen the
11 million
second one.
results when you
Might
Google
have.
Thanos.
I don't remember.
Clicking that snap means it has to get rid of 5.5 million results. So it'll just do it. Takes a while to get rid of that long. Because it doesn't. Because Google does it like page by page, so there's a lot
I had
of
to
pages.
X out. It got old real quick. Really quick.
And there is your 109 million results. Scroll back up real quick. And there we go. Yeah, you're
we're
down.
all
You're already down by
watching stuff that
one.
Nobody at home can watch. This is so exciting.
Right?
Oh,
Listen,
cool.
I've been very entertaining the show, or at least I've been talking a lot of the show. So feel
Yeah.
free to jump
work on
in.
my
Poppin' Fresh is afraid
We're
to
just
say
like,
anything. He's afraid he'll get picked on. Token's been up there really
So,
good. Bria's
the-
really slamming it out.
Pre-release is also tomorrow and Sunday.
Yep.
It's $25 entry. I think it's at 2 p.m.
Where do you go?
So where? Yeah,
You
where?
can go to
Any card
Game
shops.
Traders. You can go to
Shortstops in Palm
in Palm Harbor. Game Traders is in
Warehouse.
Spring Hill and off of 19.
You can go to Warehouse 51.
Warehouse 51.
In, Palm Harbor. It's the Palm Harbor
That's
Tarpon
Tarpon,
Springs line.
And I think that's about it as far as locally. I'm sure there's some stores
you're
in
far-
Tampa. There's like
I would say
Coliseum of Comics.
If
I
you're
know they
far
do that.
out, if you're not in our area, if you have a local shop that sells Magic cards, that's not Walmart, Target, it's one of those. Call up your shop and see what they're doing because
Armada Games and
yeah,
Tampa
say
will be
they
doing it.
there's lists of comic book shops that are affiliated with Magic and that will
If you're
have
in
the
Palm
previous
Harbor,
packs.
go. If you're in Palm Harbor, Dunedin, go to Shortstop.
Shortstops,
If you're in Tarpon Holiday, go to Area
Warehouse.
51 or Warehouse 51.
Yep.
And if you're up in Pasco, good luck.
Spring Hill.
I'm not sure if you know how to read.
If you're in Spring Hill,
You can go to Game Traders. They got a nice new store. It's huge. And
Yeah.
they're
There's
putting
some pretty pictures on there, though.
me and you were supposed to take a ride and go see them because I've never been there before, but you know.
they're putting actually a brewery
I love
inside of
Pasco.
their
I love you, Pasco.
Game Traders.
Okay,
There's
then
there's
that's
our
what
reason to go.
Cool.
Yeah,
there.
it's the one in Spring Hill, right next to the Target. So they're putting in a brewery. He's gonna
Yeah,
have
I drove to
craft
Spring
brews
Hill
and
enough
everything.
to know where the Target
I'll give you
is.
some money.
So
Which Target? The one on 19.
the one on 19
The
left,
really old one?
way up there. Yeah.
Target.
Oh, but
called
you guys like act like you actively drive to Spring Hill. I'm just like, no, I'm good. I'll just stay
Yeah,
over here.
our good friends moved up to Spring Hill. They used to be like less than a mile away from our
They
house,
have a
and now they're
CC's
20.
Pizza up there.
They do.
There's also a CC's in Largo,
If I'm
I'm
gonna
not
go,
going to
look,
Largo.
and that's where my
wait,
family's
Friends
at,
don't
is
let
down
friends
that
go
way.
wait,
Largo.
why did you go all the way to Largo? There's one in Clearwater.
Oh yeah, the one by Countryside
And
Mall.
remember,
Yeah.
That's
go
not the one I
see-
went to as a
So
kid.
here's the problem with that is me and my buddy Minch went to that. Real quick side story. The reason, by the way, he didn't want to go to the one up in Spring Hill was he was afraid of rednecks and meth heads. Completely understandable. It's Pasco County. He's a Muslim. He doesn't exactly.
One minute,
People
everybody.
don't like him for some reason. I
Hey,
can't
look
figure out why.
behind
I am Groot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Fortnite thing. We didn't get to it. I knew
We'll
we
get
would.
to it next week.
But we went to the one in Dunedin, and as we sit down, we already paid. We got our first slice of pizza. 2 baseball teams flood in, and I'm just like, I can't begin to tell you enough. This wouldn't have happened up in Spring Hill. You want to know why it doesn't happen in Spring Hill? They don't have enough teeth to eat pizza. The dessert line's screwed. The pudding and the
25
ice cream
seconds,
is
boys and
gone.
girls.
I was there. All right,
Please start
guys.
saying goodbye.
That's
everybody.
it for us this week. We're
Make
done
sure you
ripping on
go
people.
sign up and be a nerdite.
Yes,
Say-
He's on the
do
Nerdist
that.
gear.
Go see Infinity War. We're talking about
Hail
it next
Hydra.
week.
Papa Fresh does not speak for the rest of us. I'm just saying. Goodbye, everybody.
See you guys.
Bye.